of you. I'm not going to do something big, but I have something that'll, hopefully it shows up good on camera.
Alright.
Card trick, okay? Not everyone likes those.
That's fine. Card tricks are awesome.
You two come in a bit closer.
Me and him?
Yeah. Let me know when we're rolling.
Yeah, we're already rolling.
We're rolling,
yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Here's what we're going to do. Before we even start the trick, I'm going to be as fair as I possibly can. I'm taking these cards out of the deck, okay? These are just trick cards. They come with the deck. We don't care about these.
Yeah.
You understand? So they go in the box. And then these are just jokers. We all know what jokers are, right?
Yeah.
Don't use them for this trick. So we don't care about them. But other than that, we got cards.
Yeah.
Right? Do either of you know how to shuffle?
I mean, I can,
Do
but
any of you know how to
I know how to shuffle.
he can shuffle.
I can shuffle.
Would you mind?
Yeah, I
got
can
you.
shuffle.
If you would be so kind.
Oh, yeah, T?
Doesn't matter which way.
Yo!
Hey, look at this, bro. Poker player much?
Actually, I am.
Yeah, he is, man.
That's better than I can do it. That's
Yeah,
actually
look at
better
that.
than I can do it.
Do you want me to do a long shuffle or it does not matter?
Oh, now you're just showing off.
Yo, do
Now
the
you're just-
do the bridge at least, bro.
He really wants me to fail. This man wants my failure to be recorded. What did I ever do to you?
No, I just hate musicians my whole life. My brother was a musician.
What do you say?
Always
I
pulled
hated
tricks.
you?
Magicians my whole life.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. I hate myself too. That's entirely fair.
My brother was a magician. I hated him.
By the way, did I ever tell you my name?
No, you did not.
Ah, I'm Charlie, who does magic sometimes.
He just
Full
mad.
name?
Do you know why they call me that?
Because you always do magic sometimes?
A lot of people do not guess that. A disappointing amount of people do not
I'm gonna
guess
tip that guy. I don't care.
Legit?
Here you go, man.
Legit?
Yeah.
All right, good. Now here's what we're gonna do. You two come up, all right? Now, you know how most card tricks work, right? Most card tricks, I say, pick a card. And you pick a card and you take it and you show it to everyone, and then you make the mistake of giving me the card, and then I do sneaky stuff and there's jokes, and eventually I find the card, voila, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a bit different.
Okay.
Yes.
Think of a card.
Ooh.
You got it? Okay. Shit, not that one. Different one. No, I'm joking. You have the card though, right? You got it in your head? Okay, this is not the type of trick where I figure out what that is. This is the type of card where I manipulate it. So could you say in a loud voice for everyone what your card was?
3 of spades.
3 of spades?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Shit, we might have a problem. Keep rolling.
Yeah,
Keep
I'm rolling.
But we might have a problem. It wasn't clubs?
No.
It was 7 of clubs is a really cool card. You don't want to go with that one? 3 of spades? Okay, we have a problem. Here's the deal. Keep rolling because I want to make sure my shame is recorded for posterity.
That thing comes out of the box.
No. Here's the thing, right? I've been here since about noon, and I do a lot of tricks, and you sort of plan for like attrition in supplies, right?
Yeah.
And I do a trick where the ending of the trick is I make cards disappear. So I kind of lose some cards over the course of the day.
Yeah.
That just sort of happens. It's part of the business, right?
Okay.
There is no 3 of spades in this deck. I let him handle it and shuffle it because most people don't notice the difference between 51 and 52, even poker players. So I can't do the trick that I wanted to do. But let me tell you about it, okay? Because if I could do it, it would be awesome. It would be so sick.
Wait, so
right?
what card would you want to pick?
I would go, this is my fault. Don't try to save me, okay?
Alright.
I would go, listen. Think of a card. What card did you think of? And you would say 3 of spades. And I would say, oh, 3 of spades. How very interesting. And I would take the deck, right? And I would go through it face down, just like this. And I would go, oh, 3 of spades. How interesting. Look, it's right here. We don't have it, so we have to pretend, okay?
Yeah.
And would you be amazed at that?
Yeah, it was.
No, you wouldn't because it's still face down. Here, I'll flip it up. Look, now you're amazed. Now you're amazed. Look, 3 of spades. Ooh, and I flourish. And I do cardistry with it. And then I clap. And when I clap, I pull my hands away. And the card is gone.
Whoa.
And it's gone because I've palmed it. I've palmed it in this hand, you see.
Yeah.
If we had it, if I was doing the trick, which I can't because you chose the wrong card. But if this was the trick, I would take it and I would palm it in my right hand. And at this point, we would all think the trick is done. We would all think the trick is done. I found the card, I made it disappear. Woohoo, good trick. And we would all talk a bit, and I would make jokes, and I would be charming, and we'd do all that stuff. And while all that's happening, I would just casually lean against the table, right here, with my hand over the jokers. The jokers that at the very beginning of the trick I told you we weren't using, but I left them on the table anyway. And then I would take this hand with your card palmed in it, and I would just casually brush like this. And I would sandwich your card in between the two jokers. That's what the trick would have been, right?
Okay.
And then with the card sandwiched in between the jokers, you know, I would just clean up. I would just put them on top of the deck. I would just pick my deck up. And that's what it would be. And we're still talking and we're still making conversation. And you don't know at this point that the trick is still going. If I was still doing the trick, which I can't do, by the way, but if I was still doing the trick, you guys wouldn't know that the trick is still going. And I would just casually, because you'd be making eye contact with me, you wouldn't be looking at the deck. I would just casually cut the deck. Just like this. And at a certain point in conversation, I would say, guys, the trick isn't over. Aha, I got you. You thought the trick was over, but I got you. If I was doing the trick, which I can't, but if I was doing the trick. And then I would say, I found your card. I found your 3 of spades. Not only did I find it, it's the only face-up card in this entire deck. And I would take it, and I would spread it out like this. And if that was your card, it would be there, and it would be face-up, and that would be awesome. We'd agree, that'd be pretty great, right?
Yeah.
We can't do that. What we can do, though, is, because I told you, the 3 of spades part is missing. But the physical card is still there, right? Again, if I was doing the trick, this would be similar to what would happen. Not exactly. But the thing is, this isn't any great mystery, right? Because I straight up told you. I told you 3 minutes ago exactly how I did this, because it's not just in the middle of the deck. Your face-up card, if this was your face-up card, would be in between 2 other very specific cards. What is it in between?
Jokers.
Very good. It's the only card in between the jokers, and I slipped it into the deck and you didn't even see it. Do me a favor, both of you come close. Both of you come close. You, stick out your hand. You, stick out that hand. Yeah, take this, put it right here, cover. Cover. Now, here's where it gets complicated. This isn't a perfect trick. It's already a perfect trick because it failed and I can't do the trick, right? But even if everything went right, people would have a very hard time believing this trick because it requires you to believe something impossible. It requires you to believe that I asked you to think of a card and you just happened to think of the one card out of 52 that I do not have. And that's fundamentally unbelievable. That's fundamentally very hard to believe. There is no 3 of spades in this deck.
You gotta check that.
It is genuinely missing. Come, take a look. Take a look. It is genuinely not there.
What do you think, Poker?
I'm trying to think. So it's
I don't-
52 cards divided by 6.
Why you guys
did
holding
it
hands,
twice.
Bro, what you mean, bro?
So you see, this is the trick I would have done for you. It would have been the best trick I had done all day. It would have been awesome. It would have been great. But I can't because I just don't have that card, and I'm sorry. I really am. Could I please have that 3 of spades back, though? I do need it. Otherwise, the deck isn't complete. I do need it. You see.
Oh my god.
That was crazy.
Because otherwise, it's just not a complete deck, and then you gotta make up some bullshit, right?
Oh my gosh.